Joining us live now from Beirut for more on the situation in Lebanon is Rima Abdul Malak, a former French Minister for Culture, who is now Executive Director of L'Orient-Le Jour, one of Lebanon's leading daily newspapers, and its English equivalent, L'Orient Today. Rima, welcome. Good morning. Great to have you on the show.
Good morning.
So can you start by describing to us the feeling there on the ground in Lebanon this morning after, I think, what is now 7 weeks of Israeli bombardment?
Yes, after 7 weeks of war, we're really exhausted, and there's a lot of anger and despair here. But we have this very slight glimmer of hope since yesterday evening with this historic moment of first step of talks. I can't even say negotiations so far because it looks like more a staging of negotiation rather than real negotiations with timelines and objectives and mediators. But still, it's such a historic occasion, and it's maybe our last chance to start on the good path for a future process leading to maybe peace and stability for the future.
Rima, you speak of a glimmer of hope, but I guess the elephant in the room in these talks is Hezbollah, because Israel's war is on that militia group, but it's negotiating with Lebanon. Does the Lebanese government have any cards to play in these talks?
Of course, but the Lebanese government needs the support of the international community. France, Europe, the Gulf countries, we need support to the army, to re-legitimate the army and give her means to undertake this long process of reducing Hezbollah's militia and transform it into a more classical political party, because Hezbollah won't disappear completely, but as a militia armed by Iran and funded by Iran, this is not our wish for the future of Lebanon anyway. So that's very clear that the Lebanese government wants also to get rid of this Iranian occupation on our ground.
And I know that you yourself fled Lebanon when you were just 10 years old, shortly after Israel occupied the south of the country. Do you fear that we could see a repeat of history here? Because we have seen Israel trying to expand what they call the buffer zone in the south.
Yeah, behind me you have old editions of L'Orient-Le Jour from 1978 when Israel invaded the south. And actually Hezbollah was created in 1982 in reaction, in opposition, in resistance, as they say, to the Israeli occupation. So history told us during more than 40 years that occupation leads to extremism, leads to fanatism, leads to war and violence. So this is why we are very much concerned about what is going on now. No ceasefire, but the negotiations are starting. No guarantee that Israel will not occupy the south again. So this is really not reassuring, because if we start by the same vicious circle again, no peace is possible.
OK, Rima Abdul Malak, thank you so much. And I know the reporters of L'Orient-Le Jour are doing important work there on the ground, documenting what is happening in Lebanon. Thank you for joining us this morning.